my name is Isabella Greene. Welcome to my channel. Today I would like to address something that is very much happening within the New Age communities worldwide, but is not necessarily addressed all that often. And so I would like to talk about this issue or this situation, and I'm comfortable talking about this situation because I myself was very much that person for a while. So when the person starts awakening at the very beginning of their journey and they encounter our New Age teachings about positivity, always present a beautiful smile, never talk about your problems, just stay high on life and go high vibe, all of that feels amazing because we take our attention from our problems. We're being taught to take our attention from our problems at all costs. We're being taught to avoid our problems at all costs. We're being taught to do things like vigorous exercise or whatever different techniques just to feel better, just to completely avoid looking at what's really happening internally. But if we are on earth for longer than 3 minutes, we already have emotional trauma, and we also already have emotional conditioning that comes with the whole thing of growing up within this globally traumatized community. And so avoiding the work, the inner discomfort, is a big mistake because it's going to continue showing up regardless of how much we refuse to look at it. For the first short period of time, that whole concept of always positive, always with a smile. If I hear a negative word, I run in the opposite direction. That kind of works for a little bit, and people experience this incredible high. And then the true subconscious that we really cannot hide from, no matter what we do, that starts showing up in the events in our lives regardless, because regardless of how much you smile, or regardless of how much you avoid thinking or facing your inner space, it's going to be reflected back to us through the outer reality, like it or not, because we are in vibrational match. We're in vibrational universe where our environment directly reflects back to us what's unprocessed within us, and just about every single person has something that needs to be processed within them, even the ones with the most incredible, pure, beautiful lives. And I work with people all the time, and I'm yet to see one. So it's just the earth situation, the earth condition, that we encounter collective trauma, we encounter personal trauma, we encounter childhood trauma. All of that is written within our subconscious minds, and all of that is going to start showing up after a brief period of us feeling hyper and high on the whole high vibe tribe idea. So what is the right way or how to do it? I very much went there myself, and I absolutely loved it. And then I noticed that no matter where I go, the things that I was avoiding, I was pretending they were not there, I was refusing to look at, the same feelings, because we're matched through emotion, we're matched through feeling. So the feeling would show up, and then it started to show up more and more, and it became so uncomfortable that I literally felt like every time I step out of the house, that feeling is in my face. And so there is no other way except sit down and really do the inner work. And so here I would like to offer you an idea of how to balance this, because there is truth to the fact that we don't want to dwell on our problems. We don't want to go discussing our past with every person we meet. We don't want to go and discuss our traumas, our disease over and over, because we do create our reality through our focus, our emotion, and our thinking process and the speaking process too. And so what you focus on gets bigger is absolutely true. So we do want to focus positively, but avoiding the inner state, the discomfort at all costs, is not the way either. And so the proper balance, in my opinion, and in my experience too, would be to do your inner work within the privacy of your own state of being, within the privacy of your own mind, your own meditation, your own format that you choose for yourself, that you know that works for you. Do come out and interact with people, and the fake smile doesn't always work, because very often I see people and I would ask them how they're doing, and they say, "Oh, I'm just great." And you can see that they are suffering. You can see that they're in so much pain. But the opposite, when you ask them how they're doing, and they start unloading on you all of their situations and problems and stuff, that's not good for either one, because we amplify each other. So discussion, extensive focus on your problems is definitely not a good idea. But the good idea is to actually know that there is something there that needs to be addressed. There is something there that needs to be processed and cleared. And to be aware that truly, if we are born on earth, we got work to do. Some more, some less, but it's always the case. Always. You're not immune. And addressing these things within the privacy of your own method that you've chosen is the right way to go. Not hiding your head into the sand of the concept of New Age that all is good, all is well. And that mantra also, all is good, it is what it is, right? We hear that all the time, but if you do your inner processing and you're successful at it, and it comes in cycles, it literally comes in layers, and I keep saying this, but I'll repeat it again, it comes in layers like a video game. You think you would, I already processed my, daddy issues. Boom, that comes in next level and even more complicated. And you go, oh my God, I already thought I did this last year. No, there's more. And there's more and there's more. And it gets more complex and more intricate, and it shows up in other aspects and in other parts of your own reality. But just keep digging in it, little piece at a time, and you'll get to the bottom of it. If not entirely, but you will have progress. I promise you, I went through this myself. And so the whole situation, when you come out into the world and you clean up your vibe, you literally work on that inner state of being, and your vibe gets higher and higher naturally, because you no longer dragging the bricks of trauma, the energetic blocks of trauma. You will observe that your reality gets naturally better, naturally, by the law of attraction, because that follows your own state of being. So here's the scoop. Inner work, integration of the shadow, not stuffing it, not doing everything possible to not feel, but actually going in and feeling, and then cleaning up, level after level, cleaning up, and your reality would reflect back to you that you are successful, that you have done your work well, or that you are in the top echelon, let's just say, of the processed people. And so you will no longer be stuck in what is called 4D or the astral. And that's where a majority of the New Age, even unfortunately the New Age healers, get stuck, because they do a little bit, scratch the surface, do a little bit of work, and then their abilities open up and they think that's it. They've done it, but they keep looping in dramas. They keep looping in their own discomfort. Very often that repressed situation, that repressed discomfort goes into the body, and then all of a sudden they say, how come I'm such a positive person, I'm doing all this work for the world, but all of a sudden I'm all sick all the way through. And I'm going to address this part as well in my video about holding the light, so pay attention. But that's a little bit of a different subject here. But you really don't want to be finding the hard way, that avoidance of processing of the shadow integration. Avoidance of that keeps creating and co-creating and recreating your reality where different circumstances are happening, but it's still the same emotions over and over. No matter how much you smile, no matter how much you do the affirmations, no matter how you say, I deserve the abundance, but it's just not coming. Why is it not coming? Because there is this unprocessed unworthiness, for example, or unprocessed not good enough, or unprocessed fear of some sort is taking place internally, and no matter how much we smile for the world, it's not going anywhere unless we actually sit down and do the inner work, the shadow integration work. So the marriage between the idea that you don't want to dwell on your problems and discuss them and focus just on them, and the idea that it is important to still do your inner work within the privacy of your own situation, your own mind, your own method. This is the path that appears to bring the most positive outcome. And I promise you that reality reflects, because we live in the universe that responds to our focus, our thinking, and our emotions, and there is no hiding from it behind any fake smile. So I hope this helps you, especially if you're just at the beginning of the journey and you're absorbing all these teachings that smile no matter what, and it's all good, and it is what it is. Once you've done your processing, this will never have to be your mantra ever again. I can guarantee you that. So thank you for tuning in today. I offer you all kinds of information on this channel. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Take care now. Namaste.